Do you feel like you're powerless or lost in the face of life's challenges? In this video, you'll find a life-changing message about restoration, renewal, and direction. Learn how to start over, free yourself from the weight of the past, and trust that there is always a new path. Let hope blossom again and find the courage to keep going, even on the most difficult days. Write your prayer request in the comments and share your experience. Your participation helps to strengthen this community of faith, encouragement, and restart. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to receive new messages of peace and motivation, and share this video with those who most need a new beginning. Together, we can transform lives. With the break of another day, there is also a new chance to start over, to seek inspiration, to renew energies and strengthen the best in each one. As the light gently invades the environments, many hearts realize that there is a greater call beyond routines and responsibilities. The call to reconnect with something deep, to find meaning again, even when the strength seems exhausted and the paths foggy. It is in this scenario of beginnings that a universal truth resonates. There is a source that restores not only vigor, but also courage, and hope. And it is not uncommon to realize that in times of uncertainty, it is necessary to return to that origin. The Book of Psalms, in words as old as they are always current, reminds us, "You give me back my courage and lead my steps along right paths, not by my merit but by love of your essence." This invitation is for all who seek direction, especially on days when emotional, physical, and spiritual fatigue overrides the will to continue. During life, challenges accumulate. External and internal pressures, decisions that require quick responses, ties that need to be rebuilt, dreams that seem distant. At these times, the feeling of exhaustion can dominate, making it difficult to see meaning in the walk. But it is precisely in this space of fragility that a renewing force manifests itself, silent, persistent, capable of rekindling hopes that seemed dormant. Therefore, at this moment, with a more serene mind and an open heart, it is possible to pause and recognize no one is alone. There is a constant invitation to seek, even in the midst of pain and discouragement, the vigor that comes from a greater source. It is not about human strength, but about receiving new courage, letting the soul be refreshed like dry land receiving rain. May each one who reads or hears this message allow themselves to immerse themselves in this moment of surrender. May all anguish, all fear, and all exhaustion be placed in front of something greater, in the confidence that there is always a safe path being traced, even when everything around suggests otherwise. I ask then, for renewal for all those who face invisible battles, for those who carry unshared weights, for those who feel like giving up, but insist on trying one more time. May the breath of life awaken the spirit of those who feel invisible or forgotten, rekindling the flame of hope. May it be possible to feel embraced by a gentle force at each dawn, capable of restoring, guiding, and directing each step. And let no one forget, there is a silent promise, made with each new day, that there will always be renewal for those who are tired, and direction for those who feel lost. Block 1 of 5. Block 2 of 5. Along the way, it's easy to get lost in the many paths that look promising, but don't always lead to the right destination. In the midst of uncertainty, doubt, and the pressure to respond quickly, the heart is often torn between impulse and the need for thoughtfulness. How many times, carried away by fatigue or haste, have choices been made without reflecting, without seeking a greater direction? How many paths have been taken relying only on their own understanding? And how many of these attempts have resulted in exhaustion and frustration? Therefore, it is necessary to relearn the path of surrender, to put each decision, each fear, each expectation in a broader perspective. By doing so, one experiences a new freedom, a real and profound relief, like someone who removes a heavy backpack after a long walk. It is not weakness to admit that one's own strength is not sufficient for all challenges. On the contrary, this humility is the starting point for true transformations. I recognize then that there were times when I resisted what was right, for fear of losing control. Times when I insisted on hasty decisions, guided by the desire for immediate results without considering the long-term consequences. But now, as I look back, I see that every step off the path was also a learning experience, an opportunity to grow, mature, and understand that not everything depends on one's own arm. It is in this climate of honesty that I drop the masks and admit, it is necessary to ask for forgiveness, both for the mistakes made and for the opportunities neglected. Every thoughtless word, every attitude taken without reflection, Every choice made on impulse deserves to be revisited, not to feed guilt, but to inspire change. The most important thing is to allow forgiveness to be complete, to reach not only those who have made mistakes, but also those who need to forgive. The cleansing of the heart goes beyond words. It reveals itself in attitudes, in the abandonment of what weighs on us, in the breaking with patterns that do not add up, in the decision to live lightly, without hurt, envy, or resentment. Let the desired transformation be evident, not only in what is said, but in what is done. Let there be room for a more humble spirit, grateful and ready to obey what is good. If there is someone carrying the weight of past mistakes, let this message be the sign that it is never too late to start over. Compassion, when genuine, always welcomes the returner, restores dignity, and offers a new beginning. No matter how far you travel in the wrong direction, the return is always possible for those who accept to be restored. May there also be no lack of courage to release forgiveness to others, even when the pain is deep. To live free from bitterness is to allow oneself to experience peace, build new bridges, and rescue one's own joy of living. The path to restoration is not done alone. It involves relationships, it involves communities, it involves family and friendship ties. Therefore, in this moment of search and transformation, intercession for those around you becomes fundamental. Personal restoration only gains full meaning when it reaches those who share the journey: parents and children, siblings, partners, colleagues, distant and close friends. May each family be protected and strengthened. May respect be the foundation of relationships, love the bridge that unites, and forgiveness the cement capable of restoring what has been broken. Where there is distance, let reconciliation find space. Where there is coldness, may the warmth of company be reborn. May no division remain unbridgeable in the face of the willingness to start over. In relationships, whatever the stage, dating, marriage, friendship, professional coexistence, there must be mutual respect, patience, truth, and an authentic desire to build together. May each union be the result of mature choices, supported by solid values and common purpose. If there are ties that need to be broken for the good of all, let it happen without rancor. And when it is time to strengthen bonds, may renewal come with generosity and joy. I also pray for those who face addictions, compulsions, or situations of dependence, which so often destroy homes and dreams. May liberation come like a breeze, breaking chains, restoring dignity, and filling the void with meaning. May the strength to resist temptations be renewed every day, allowing new habits to be cultivated and new stories written. I remember the sick, those who fight silent battles against pain of body or soul, those who are waiting for diagnoses, those who feel fear in the face of the future. May hope be renewed, may health be restored, may every silent room be invaded by consolation and relief. May the hands of health professionals be guided by wisdom, and may each family find support for moments of challenge. I also pray for those who face emotional crises, anxiety, depression, panic, grief, or deep exhaustion. May silent peace invade agitated minds. May the flame of hope never be extinguished, and may loneliness give way to acceptance. May rest be not only physical, but also mental and spiritual, and may the certainty that no one walks alone sustain those who cross the darkest valleys. And finally, for all those who feel distant for whatever reason, from their purpose or from their own faith, may they find their way back. May they feel the call to return to the beginning, and by finding meaning again, may they be able to live in a more authentic and renewed way. As life progresses, each person is faced with challenges that go beyond what the eye can see. Financial difficulties, career doubts, and professional uncertainties can weigh as much as internal and relational struggles. Many face constant pressures, feel threatened by the instability of the world, experience the fear of not being able to provide, or fear losing what they have achieved with so much effort. It is in this scenario that trust and balance become essential values in order not to succumb to discouragement. I then ask for discernment in the management of resources, for wisdom in each financial and professional choice, for balance between ambition and serenity. May each person develop the art of planning responsibly, avoiding unnecessary debt, saving with a vision of the future, investing not only in material goods but also in knowledge, relationships, and well-being. For those who are afflicted with work, may doors of opportunity be opened, bringing new beginnings where there were only obstacles. May those who are unemployed receive motivation and the chance to start over, those who undertake find wise strategies, and those who deal with professional instability be strengthened in the face of challenges. That each work environment is a space of respect, ethics, mutual development, and a sense of purpose. To the self-employed, entrepreneurs, small traders, I wish a clear vision to face market changes, discernment for alliances and negotiations, and integrity so that every business is a source of dignity and not anxiety. That decisions are guided by fair principles and enduring values, avoiding shortcuts that can bring long-term damage. If there are debts, let creative solutions appear. If motivation is lacking, hope may be rekindled. If there are situations of scarcity, may the solidarity of generous people and unexpected opportunities promote relief and a new cycle. May prosperity never be a reason for arrogance or indifference, but an instrument to share, support just causes, and help those who are in vulnerable situations. I also ask for a spirit of contentment, capable of giving thanks for every small achievement, for every meal served, for every night of sleep in peace. May the desire for accumulation never be greater than the willingness to live simply, and may happiness be found in things that money cannot buy: sincere friendship, quality time, health, and purpose. That professional and financial choices are constantly submitted to the scrutiny of what is correct and ethical, and that, at the end of each day, the feeling of accomplishment overcomes fatigue, anguish, and uncertainty. In the midst of all this, may hope be the strength for those who feel like giving up, may optimism be fuel for difficult days, and may faith and renewal guide each step, remembering that every challenge is also an opportunity for growth and maturation. At the end of this journey of surrender, renewal, and search for direction, we are sure that no one walks in isolation. The strength to keep going is not only born from personal desire, but also from connecting with those who share stories, dreams, struggles, and hopes. Each moment of vulnerability can be the bridge to new alliances, strengthened friendships, and mutual support, in which everyone becomes the protagonist of a trajectory of overcoming. So don't hesitate to share your needs, your questions, and your prayer requests, whether with family, friends, or in this faith community. The simple gesture of opening your heart can inspire others, join forces, and bring comfort even in the quietest hours. Here, no one has to face battles alone. Each shared experience builds an invisible but real support network, capable of sustaining even the most tired. Allow yourself also to be a channel of hope and comfort in the lives of others. A word of encouragement, a hug, a positive comment, or a gesture of solidarity can transform someone's day. Be an instrument of renewal for those who think of giving up, remembering that presence, the attentive gaze, and the sincere desire to help have a value that no wealth can measure. As you close this cycle, reaffirm to yourself, restoration is not an end point, but a daily invitation to seek balance, humility, and direction, whatever the challenge. Each morning, each new opportunity, choose to walk lightly, practice forgiveness, build bridges, and start over, not because everything is settled, but because there is trust in the process and faith that the promises of renewal do not fail. If this message has brought relief, clarity, or simply a little more hope, please express your experience, your thanks, or your request in the comments. Strengthen this chain of care. Be part of this community that grows through mutual support, commitment to the good, and the desire to live in a whole and renewed way. From this meeting, may each one continue their journey feeling supported, safe, and prepared for new steps. May serenity accompany every decision. May courage overcome fear. May peace be stronger than any storm. And that at the end of each day there remains the conviction that the journey was worth it, not because it was easy, but because it was trodden with confidence, hope, and the desire to make a difference in the world and in the lives of those who walk alongside. May grace, strength, and renewal be present in every instant. Receive this new cycle with joy, believing that every new beginning is possible for those who decide to trust and not give up. Like, share, and subscribe. Write Amen in the comments if you want to renew your strength and walk with purpose. Leave your prayer request and you'll never be alone here.